Hello, this is the Gauntlet. You've reached Ken Larson.
Hey, Kenny.
Yeah?
Hey, this is John Adams with Love and War in Houston. How you doing, brother?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Oh, we're doing great. I got my singer Jeff Vandenberg with me. We're just we got the girls out tonight on a date, and we're at a car show, so we had to jump in the car, and we got you on speaker right here so we could do the interview.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's all good, brother.
So, I'll start by asking, you're going to be reissuing this 2012 Up the Ante record, and I listened to it, and I said, why the fuck don't I have this record? Where was I in 2012? It's very good, very tight.
Nice.
You know, it's like, how did this get passed over? I'm confused, but apparently there's some demand because you're reissuing it. Does this?
Yeah, actually, yeah, it is, and what we need to do before, whenever we're done, Kenny, I'll find you, because I got some information on you, and I'm gonna mail you some of the CDs, so you'll have some if you want to give any of them out or whatever. Send you some swag. Yeah, and give me your T-shirt size, all that stuff, and we'll get you hooked up. Basically, when we recorded the CD, we sat on it for a while, Kenny, and we didn't really do anything with it. We've just been playing regionally, Dallas, San Antonio, Austin, whatever, and Houston, of course, and it just took us a little while before, we hooked up with some promotion, especially like with Ben, and we decided, hey, let's put this thing out, let's get it out there where people can hear it, and he's helped us as far as promoting it throughout the United States and in Europe and everything, and so that was why we re-released it, basically, so we could get it out there and get people to hear it.
Right.
Now we're working on our new one. Yeah, our new one, we're on the midway through it. We're recording it actually in Arcadia Valley, Missouri, at Endeavor Studios. And the reason why we're going to Missouri to record it, Kenny, is the guy that did Up the Ante, his name is Greg Gill. He used to have Diamond Studios here in Houston, which he had partnered up with Bobby Blotzer from Rat. Well,
right.
The studio, it folded, and he moved to Missouri. So Greg's been a longtime friend of ours. He's got a great ear, and we're like, hey, we're coming to your studio to record it, and so we've been commuting back and forth, and I'm thinking, probably by late January, early February, our new CD will come out, and if you liked Up the Ante, man, you're really gonna like this one. Yeah, this one is killer, man.
Well, okay, when did you say that? I didn't catch when you said the new one would come out.
Probably late January, February of 2017. Probably
Okay.
about another 3 months, probably. We're laying raw tracks right now on it. I'm about halfway through with most of the vocal tracks. We still got to re-record most of the main tracks on 6 more songs, and John still has to do some guitar work on it. And then it's all raw right now. It already sounds pretty good, and it's just raw. None of it. There's no stank on it at all yet. Oh, I know. Yeah, the recording. When you just listen to your raw recording, and it already sounds beefy as hell. Yeah, and it's kicking your ass. You're like, holy shit! We haven't even done mix down yet, and it sounded great. So we're real excited. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that is exciting. Very exciting. I'll be looking forward to that release and maybe reviewing the record before it hits the street.
Absolutely.
Before it drops. So my next question was going to be: does this mean this re-release is? A lot of bands are doing re-releases. There's labels that specialize at re-releasing records from the old day. Obscure records that they had a regional following or something like that. But you guys are going back. This isn't that situation. You guys are serious.
Oh yeah.
What does and is it the same lineup from Up the Ante?
It is. Yeah, nothing has changed. Yeah, no. Since Up the Ante was actually recorded with a different bass player, but since during the recording actually, and directly after, right before we printed it out, we changed to Ray Solis as our recent bass player. So, since basically we printed it out, we've had the same bass player, but on the record, we actually had a different bass player.
Got it. Well,
Yep.
you mentioned you're going to be going to Missouri. What quadrant of Missouri are you going to be in?
It's basically about an hour and a half south of St. Louis.
Oh, you'll be in the Ozarks then, kind of.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It is. Yeah, it is. It's called Arcadia Valley is where we're at.
Wow. See, I live in Missouri myself, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I live.
Whenever we're recording, I'll have to. We'll let you know we're there. Yeah, we'll let you know you're there. Jim, if you want to come out and hang out with us, we'll probably be up there for 3 or 4 days, man. Come on out, dude. And it's a 150-year-old abbey that we're recording in. The guy's studio is right in the front door of this 150-year-old 3-story abbey. It is absolutely gorgeous. There's like 70 acres of property around it. So it's kind of cool because we have run of the place, and they got bed and breakfast attached to it and everything. But it is a beautiful place. Really cool vibe there.
Sounds like it. I appreciate our buildings that are cool myself. So.
It's spooky. We get done recording late at night, and everything is closed down and quiet, and I got to go back to my room, and it's like on the 3rd floor. So I'm walking through this 150-year-old building, and it's pretty damn spooky in the dark, Yeah, they have paranormal tours in this building, and we actually have some freaky shit that's happening there. It's pretty trippy. We've got with some images came on some pictures we took that were really trippy.
Wow.
And, it's a freaky place. What I'll do is later on, I'll get on your email and I'll kind of send you like a link to this place, and I'll let you know when we're going up there. And man, if you can make it out, you come, you bring your wife, whatever, and you come out, or I don't know if you're married or whatever. But
yeah, I'm married. Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome to bring her, and it's got people associated with the Abbey are just sweet people, really cool people down to earth. They bought it at an auction and are remodeling the whole place. And there's a graveyard there with all the old nuns and stuff from the 1800s that are on the property, and it's a really cool place. You can't explain the vibe. It's a really positive, really cool vibe in that place.
I love that kind of thing. Yeah, I got a 100-year-old medieval house.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was a makeshift hospital during the Civil War, and nuns had lived there briefly, and it was a school up until the 70s, and it closed, and it was vacant. It was just shut down, and nobody in it from the 70s. And these people bought it at an auction and are remodeling it and revamping it. There's 2 bed and breakfasts that are attached to it, but the whole place is just really, it's kind of weird at night when you're walking through the place. It's just this really kind of creepy vibe to it, but it's a good vibe. Can't explain it, but you'll love it.
Yeah, that's cool. I would definitely love stuff like that. Okay, so I also lived in San Antonio. That's a great city to play at.
Yeah, San Antonio is the metal capital of the Southwest.
Yeah.
I've been there a lot.
Yeah. I was always surprised by that when I lived there, that, you always catch a show. And I don't know how it got to be that way, but it definitely was. And then I'm originally from North Dakota, so there's a scene up there. How's that? Yeah, you'll probably never get up there, so don't worry about it. But I lived in Fargo and Minot, and we waited for, we got things late, hacky sack was all over out in West Hollywood.
And that was big in New Jersey when I was a kid growing up in Jersey. We did a lot of hacky sack.
Yeah. So we got it a little late, People were coming by from other cities and going, "What the hell are you guys doing? That's over, man. That's all over." Anyway, excuse me. Can you tell me about live opportunities?
We've been really busy over the last couple of years. I don't know if you've been filled in. We've been doing a lot of shows with a lot of major bands. I mean, we've done openers for the Michael Shaker Group like 3 times, UFO 3 times, Queensryche twice. We've done shows with Night Ranger, YNT, Winger, Crocus. Believe it or not, we actually Crocus came to the United States for the first time in 25 years. They came to Houston, and we got to do the show. It was an honor.
Wow.
Sebastian Bach, Ace Frehley. I mean, we've been really busy. Getting out there and promoting up the ante, and it's been awesome.
Wow. So are you getting to play some pretty decent sized venues, theater size or arena size, then with these support?
A little of everything. Yeah, I'd say the biggest thing would be arena, but nothing bigger than that. Opened up a Rat at the House of Blues. It was sold out, like 3,000 people. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. That's a good sized audience, and they have great. Of course, they have great acoustics there.
Actually, the original members. It's pretty cool.
It was the original members?
That was before Piercy did his last famous, split. It was like 3 years ago.
I remember that. They came out with a record too.
Yeah, they had that record they were promoting. Carlos Cavazos was the other guitar player, and then of course Juan Crucier was back, and it was a great tour.
Yeah, and then Piercy flaked out again.
He did. I know that. Yep.
What was there a story behind that? I know it's a little off topic, but I'm just kind of curious if you guys know anything about it.
Not that I know of. I mean, Bobby Blotter's a friend of ours, and of course we know what he's doing now. But I didn't really get the lowdown. I didn't want to push it when I talked to him about really what happened, because it was it was a sore spot. So I don't really know.
I gotcha. Yeah, isn't Bobby trying to put together Rad with him being the only original member now?
Yeah, he already has. He actually played in Austin, and I saw the show. And then he came back to Houston a couple months ago, and he's got all new members. He except for the singer, of course. But I mean, it's just not the same.
Right. Yeah, I've seen a couple different singers with those guys, and one was really kind of a bizarre vocalist, but over here in Kansas City at the Beaumont Club. Yeah, and I was going to say I spent a lot of time in Houston when I was in San Antonio, and Austin as well. I'd go up to Austin and party up there, and then over to Houston, but I'd cut through like College Station and LaGrange and down to 10 and then over.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep. I'd love to buy some property up in there somewhere.
Yeah. There's plenty of it.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah, I know. No, well, there's probably oil underneath it, a lot of it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if you can get the mineral rights. Good luck.
Okay, so we got these two very high contrast concepts in the name of the band: love and war. Is
All's fair in love and war, baby.
Is that just a cool name, or was there an ethos behind it, or anything, or?
Actually, the way that came to be was, we started this band in the year 2000. Me and Jeff, out of a reunion we had with a band we were called Lestat. And
oh, cool.
We had this reunion, and we said, hey, well, let's get back together and change the name. We were kicking names around, and Love and War came out because it's like all's fair in love and war, and it just sounded like a great name, and there's really wasn't a book. Yeah, it kind of stuck, and so we there it is. That's what we named it.
Cool. That's a great name. Yes. And all is fair in love and war. That's true. So let me ask you, John. And what is the your lead singer's name that's there with you? I'm sorry.
Jeff Vandenberg.
What was your
J.J. Vandenberg. Jeff Vandenberg.
Your last name is Vandenberg?
It is.
Are you? You know, there's some very.
He had a belt too, strangely enough. He said, "Hold on, name high." I said, "I will."
That's that.
I can't use it anywhere in time because thanks to you, fucker.
That's a trip. That's a metal name for sure, right there.
Yeah, I'll give you a quick story. Back around 1984, maybe 83, 84, Vandenberg played in Houston, and me and Jeff went to go see him, and we walked backstage. They had like 2 or 3 of these beautiful buses. You know, there was some high dollar there, and he goes, "Come on, let's go to the back door." And there were 2 security guards there, and Jeff pulled out his license. He goes, "Yeah," he goes, "I'm Jeff Vandenberg, and he's with me." And they looked at his license, and he goes, "Go ahead." Yeah, they let us in the back door through VIP and everything. We walked straight into the crowd because his last name was Vandenberg.
Oh fuck, that's awesome.
Yeah, and we ended up beating Adrian Vandenberg and stuff, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was. I think that was the year their first record. No, it wasn't. They were on their second maybe record by then.
That's when they were doing the Burning Heart, you know, for this burning heart. Yeah, that was their first record. Yeah.
Yeah, Wait Till the Shit Hits the Fan. That one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that came through mine at North Dakota. Oh.
Yeah.
And all the musicians were really hyped up about the riff, some of the riffs on that record. Okay, so excuse me. Let's go back a second here. You said you were opening shows for Michael Schenker.
Yeah, that was with Michael Schenker.
Yeah,
3 shows with Michael Schenker, and Michael Schenker is the reason I'm playing guitar. He's like my favorite guitar player. I actually have a UFO tribute band called Lights Out. We've been together for like 14 years. So I mean, to open up for Michael Schenker, we've done it 3 times. It's been an honor, and of course we've done UFO 3 times as well. So I mean, you know, this for me, it's just like, you know, what an awesome, you know.
So you're a big UFO fan?
I am. Absolutely. Yeah, we've all been UFO fans for quite a while.
I'll be goddamned. I like Strangers and Strange. I've got all the way up to Making Contact and Strangers in the Night. I always wondered though, why they in the UK they're just giant, you know, and over here. What's that?
Europe. A lot of those bands love to stay in Europe because they're like rock gods in Europe, man. And in Japan and Europe, it's just the scene there. And it doesn't make any sense that they never made it in the States. It's really a shame.
Yeah.
They get as huge here in the States as they got in Europe.
Yeah. At what point did Schenker leave the band?
From what I understand, you know, Schenker was having a lot of issues. He had drinking problems and everything, and he couldn't handle the success. He couldn't handle the touring, and he was overwhelmed. And that's why you heard the stories about him taking off, and you know, Paul Chapman would come in and fill in, and then he would come back. And finally, he said, you know, he'd had enough. He wasn't getting along with Phil Mogg, and that was just the end of it, you know. And you know, Paul Chapman's a friend of mine. I actually hung out with him in Vegas at the Vampire Lounge, and he lives in Florida now, and you know, we talk and still email each other and everything, and he told me some stories, and it's all pretty much about the same. You know, he just kind of flaked out, and he just couldn't handle it.
Wow.
Kind of arrogant. Yeah. I mean, you know, we played with him like 3 times. I never really got a chance to talk to him because if you wanted to talk to him, you had to have $200. Yeah, you have to have a VIP pass, or even through the open band. He won't. He's just kind of. His band members are all super cool people. They'll come talk to you and hang out with you, drink a beer, talk all you want. But he's a real introvert. He's not very sociable.
So that explains a lot of missing history for me there. Thank.
Tell him we said that, though. Yeah, are we recording this?
No, I won't do that.
Hey, Kenny.
He's a delicate genius, right?
Yeah. Hey, Kenny, we gotta kind of make this short and sweet because we got the wives and stuff and some other couples and
Okay.
and they're getting the evil eye. Hey, but listen, this number, is it on your caller ID?
Yeah.
Dude, you can call me again. Any time. And if you want to record something, you want me to do some shout outs on your station. I need to get you some CDs. I want to get you some swags, T-shirts. I even got female T-shirts for your wife.
Okay.
You got friends in Houston now with Love and War, and we can definitely do this again, brother.
All right. Let me just close this out. People that want to get their hands on Up the Ante, which is a terrific record, you need to own it. How do they do that?
Basically, right now, I'm fixing to have it where you can buy it like on Amazon, CD Baby, iTunes, all that stuff.
Okay.
Right now, you can just go to our Facebook page, and you can just leave us messages. I'll mail out some CDs. You can listen to the record on Reverb Nation. Just go to Love and War and Reverb Nation. The whole record is there. That's can't download it. Yeah, you just can't download it. But
right.
Yeah, just find us on Facebook, Love and War in Houston, and
cool.
I'll make sure you get your hands on one.
Okay, folks, you've heard it. This is the Gauntlet. We're gonna be signing off, but make sure you go out and get yourself this record because you're missing out. Guys, thanks a lot. Have a good Saturday night, and I appreciate the time you spent.
Rock on, man. You got it, Kenny, my brother. Definitely, let's keep in touch.
Okay. Take care.
Okay, man. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.